That's the difference between us, right? Maybe he's pissed that the base is holding his feet to the fire over this because none of the left held Biden accountable for anything that he did. But that's the difference between us and them. We hold the people that we elect to office accountable. We expect you, we're not lefty losers. We expect you to do the job and the things that we put you in charge to do. You say you're going to clean the swamp? This whole Epstein thing is in orbit of that swamp. It's part of that. It runs directly into that swamp. It is something to take care of. It's not a nothing burger. It should be dealt with. And he's pissed off at us about that. But it's like, two things can be true at once. This isn't completely getting off the Trump bandwagon. It's attempting to hold people accountable for their actions and the things they said they were going to do. Especially when they came out and said, yeah, there's some fucked up stuff on Epstein's island. There's some scumbags there and Epstein himself, and it's shit we should talk about. And we're like, yeah, fucking A, so let's talk about it. And then they're like, shut up. What? But we're going to release it. Really? You are? Great. We can't wait to see it. Now, like, shut the fuck up about it, will you? And we're going, you or us are taking crazy pills. Which one is it? So the problem with this is it's pissing a lot of people off that are all throughout the base. It could be first-time Trump voters that were sick and tired of the Democrats and said, I'm voting. And some of there were a lot of them that were there. They were like, the Democrats are out of their fucking mind with everything that they're doing. They're trans and kids are doing this to kids. They're attacking our families. And they're letting dangerous people come over the border. We're voting for Trump. And then you had hardcore base people like myself going, I've voted for Trump every time he's ran. He's talking about being America first. I love what he wants to do. Let's go. Let's get him in. And now, with people getting frustrated about this whole situation, it's not smart during the midterms to go, I'm so pissed off I'm going to vote Democrat. If the Republicans have a very slim majority right now, if you vote Democrats get power back in the House and the Senate, we are absolutely fucked. They are going to open borders back up. They are going to let the worst of the worst criminals back out again. They're going to screw over the American people, saying I'm angry and I want revenge, so I'm going to vote Democrat in the midterms is a bad decision that I absolutely recommend that you don't do. But people are pissed right now, and others are saying, well, I'm not even going to vote. I'm going to stay home. I mean, that's another bad move, because the Republicans, on stupid decisions that they're making and the way Trump is handling this right now, the Republicans already struggled during midterm primaries, just as kind of a general thing. They're going to struggle even more now if the voting base has been supportive. One says, fuck Trump, I'm voting Democrat, or two says I'm not voting at all and I'm staying home. I mean, you're by staying home and not voting, you are giving a vote to a Democrat at that point. Because that's one more person, especially when they cheat, which they do all the time. You're giving a vote, or even end up being like 2 votes worth for them to get in. But this is bad decision making that I don't know that Trump is taking some foresight with here down the road, because all of this decision, one way or another, people are going to make some decisions when it comes to the midterms, and this is going to hurt the midterms, and this is absolutely going to give Democrats the opportunity to get their foot right back in the door again. And when they do, Trump becomes a lame duck president. He can't make any more decisions again because Congress is absolutely going to shut him down at every turn. They're immediately going to start impeachments. They're immediately going to go after him. They're going to bog the entire process down, and it will use up the rest of his presidency. Never mind when we get to who is going to run for office after his term's over, both on the Democrat and Republican side. And who's going to try and get in, and who's going to try and carry the torch from that point forward. So this is already bad business politically, how this thing is being handled. And I don't see it turning around, because every time he's questioned about it, and he's asked to make another statement about it, He's doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on everything. He gets more and more pissed off every time. No, I think Pam Bondi's doing a great job. No, Cash Patel and Dan Bongino are doing a great job. Every one of them are fucking lying to us. There's no great job happening there at all. And even for the people who are saying, well, I put most of the blame on Pam Bondi because she's the one that's handling it. Who's Pam Bondi's boss? It's Donald Trump. Right? You have your higher ups to delegate everything that's going on, but they're still the captain of the ship, and the buck ends up stopping with the captain of the ship, and that's President Trump. So you can't say, well, Pam was handling it, and I was just kind of, I was dealing with Israel and Ukraine and all that shit. So like I just wasn't totally 100% in. Like, you can't say that, especially now with all this interaction and never-ending questions and shit. You can't say, well, I just, I put it in Pam's hands and I let her run with the ball, and kind of what happened. Like, no, you're the boss. You're fucking in on it, and you were the other one saying this. It's a nothing burger. Shut the fuck up about it. You can't turn around and say, nah, I wasn't really paying attention to it. I have no fucking clue what was going on. You can't, because you told everybody to shut the fuck up about it. So this is a political firestorm at this point. And they absolutely need to pull out of this. I don't know how, but need to pull out of this fucking spiral and fix this thing. That's some of my thoughts on it, and I'll be getting to more stuff soon. Thanks, everyone.